There's an important message for today. I've heard from multiple people who are really struggling at this time. Things are really crazy. Sometimes they don't make sense. They certainly don't look fair or right. People are tired. They've tried to create community. They've tried to love their neighbors. They've tried to do what they felt was right. And some of them feel like they are spinning their wheels and they're not really getting anywhere. What we have to remember is that we did not come to be celebrities or gurus. We came to simply love those around us as we interact with them. And we are at a point where we need to choose who we interact with. There are those that will drain your energy and bring you down. There are those that you've tried to reach for a very long time and it just isn't happening. There might be those who seem to be waking up a little bit and you wish it was faster. Can't really push that either. There's so many things going on. And I think we should encourage each other. Know that even if you only affect a few people around you, that matters. Don't pay attention to how visual you might think you're supposed to be, or how many views your videos or memes get. In the end, that doesn't matter. What matters is that every single circumstance you're presented with, you interact with, you're involved with, that you're able to emulate love, peace, and find some joy inside of yourself. This is what matters. This is what real heroes look like. Not celebrities, not gurus, not people with 1 million followers. Just everyday, normal people. Souls that are positive. Remember this and don't become discouraged. Do your best, and that's all you can do. It isn't over. It isn't over by a long shot. And yes, the chaos is too much. The darkness is too much. Just remember that you didn't come to single-handedly turn this whole thing around. You play your part and take time for yourself to become recentered. Take time to spend with those who are support, who are like-minded, and who are on the same path. And there are many ways today to reach out to find those if they're not around you locally. Take time for yourself. When you feel drained, you feel attacked, or you feel that things are just not lining up, pull back. Take some quiet time. Take a walk in nature. Ground yourself. Go outside without your shoes on. Listen to the birds. It sounds so simple, but it actually really is. What's important now is that you stay centered and that you realize that regardless of what's going on around you, that you need to be you. You can't regret, and you can't hold on to those who don't want to come along, who don't understand. There are many that we hear from. They're so worried about family and friends, spouses, children. We're all there. We didn't necessarily come in with an entire group that was going to be on the same page as us. And so the letting go process is very difficult and painful. But at this point again, remember Focus on just emulating love, being peaceful, being kind, and it's okay if people don't agree with you. Remember this. There's really only two sides going on Earth right now, and that's negative and positive. Good, bad, whatever terms you want to call it. You know which side you stand on, so be that. Emulate it. Remember that darkness loves to mimic things. They love to pretend to be the other thing. There are clues that you can see to find those things. Somebody looking to be a guru or a celebrity. Look to see if they are self-righteous, if they are talking about others instead of ideas and solutions. Are they focused on love, peace, and kindness? But also understand that at this time, many people make mistakes. And some of them do get caught up in all of that. So also be forgiving for those who maybe aren't getting everything 100% right. This is so convoluted that many of us struggle just to see what is right and wrong and true and untrue. And that's why it's important to stay centered. You know what is personally right or wrong for you. And you know what is right for you and your family. So focus on these things. Take time for yourself and know you're not alone. Unfortunately, many of us, good and positive souls, have not been as organized as the dark side, and we are paying dearly now for it. It is unity that allows us to feel that strength together, but we have to learn to disagree with others. We have to learn to not be self-righteous. We have to learn to be okay with people who have different spiritual beliefs and different opinions. There are things that we have in common, and that's what we should focus on. We all need community. We all need to eat. We need to build shelters, homes. We need to put food on the table for our families. We have all of those things in common, and that is enough for us to stand together. So hang in there. Keep going. Focus on what really matters. Let the chaos fall away. Pay attention to what's going on in our environment. Our Earth is going through a lot of changes, and yes, some of them are sabotage. But there's a lot of things, a lot of patterns that you can look for. Look at the North Pole, how it's shifting. What does that lead to? Do the research. Pay attention, because it trumps anything that's going on in politics, with all of the chaos in society. It is the most important thing to pay attention to, because it's not just a physical issue, it's a spiritual issue as well. And they're tied together right now for us, because this is where we're at. There are a lot of earth changes coming. Be prepared. Be independent. Be self-sufficient. Start talking to others who are open-minded and in that place that you can approach them. If you've got neighbors that are just not loving and kind, let them go. Look for others that are. There's a lot of people that are moving right now over different places of the country and around the world. There's a lot of changes going on. So focus on you and your family and your friends and what you need to do for yourselves. Remember, you're not alone.